about the deeper question? What about the deeper question? Did I choose or am I chosen? What about that deeper question? Is the grace of God really irresistible? Does God take off the blindfold or do I take off the blindfold? See, it's a pretty deep question. It can jack your mind up if you really think about it. Because when we start thinking that way, the answer to all these questions, choice or chosen, becomes very simple. O Lord, thou knowest. It becomes very simple. O Lord, thou knowest. And so I've kind of have picked apart a little bit, each side a little bit. And I want to stop doing that. I want to do this. I want to ask this question. I want to talk about what the strength of each position is. The strength of Reformed theology is this: the sovereignty of God. That God is in control. It means basically this. It means God has ultimate control. No matter how crazy things look, you can completely and ultimately trust Him throughout time, throughout space, throughout everything. He is that vast. And I think the universe shows us that, doesn't it? I think the universe, we can get here and think God doesn't have that much control. But if you really look at it, you really see how things are put together, you start realizing, man, this is amazing. The strength of Reformed theology is the sovereignty of God. Now, what's the strength of free will theology? The strength of free will theology is this: humanity being made in the image of God. Humanity being made in the image of God. And here's what I mean by that. Humanity, by the free will theologians, is seen for all the glory that God gave us when He made us in His image. Like Genesis 1, 26 and 27 says. We were made in His image, right? He gave us this ability to be able to reason, to be able to calculate, to be able to rationalize things, to be able to make moral decisions that affect you and me, right? That's what separates us. If we throw that out, if we throw out the fact that we're made in God's image, then I become no better than a fish. I'm no different than a fish. And that's paganism. That's oneism, which basically tries to make everything one. Okay? God has a special thing. Hebrews 2, 6 through 8 says this: what are mere mortals that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. You made them a little lower than the angels. You crowned them with glory and honor and put everything under their feet. So what's the strength of free will theology? Humanity being made in the image of God. Okay, so we have the sovereignty of God. We have humanity being made in the image of God. And my question is this: could it truly be that God's sovereignty and His election walk right alongside human decision all at the same time? Could it be that this universe is so amazing, so brilliant, so the size of it is incomprehensible, that both of them, the doctrine of election, of God's sovereignty, and our moral decision, to God, there's for some reason, to Him, it makes perfect sense.